shows of the MCU on DisneyPlus. Okay, guys? So we are including I Am Groot and Werewolf by Night to the other 8 series that we got since WandaVision. So everything since WandaVision, including I Am Groot and Werewolf by Night.
Yeah.
Okay, so we're gonna start from number 10. I have two options for number 10, Chris. We need to figure out which one. I think if I put it on enjoyment from week to week, it has to be as much as I enjoy this whole list, guys. There's no this list. The bottom starts from good. It doesn't start from bad. It starts from good.
You sound so stressed out about this.
I am. Okay, so my number 10 is Falcon and the Winter Soldier.
Ooh,
and I
bet your number 9 and your 10 were my switches too.
Okay, so I'll tell you why number 10 is oh, so do you want to get to number 9 for you and then do? I will just tell you why. Okay. The thing about Falcon and the Winter Soldier is that I can appreciate it now, but while I was watching it, I was just I wasn't excited to wait for that day of release and to watch it on the day or the day after. I wasn't anticipating the episodes. It was too slow for me. It wasn't what I was looking for in the show, and it just it didn't click with me. I when you get to the end of the journey, I get it, I understand it, I like the characters, but it just didn't grab me, and it didn't give me anything. I wasn't excited for it from week to week.
Yeah. I totally agree. It's not my 10. I Am Groot is my 10.
Oh, really?
But I totally agree.
We did not flip.
We did.
Maybe
we did not, and I should have, because I totally agree with it. I understand why they had to do what they did with the show.
Yeah.
I didn't really appreciate, even though yes, Sam had to say it, but I just don't think he needed a monologue in the middle of the street after a villain battle to tell people everything. It was just so random and so weird, but I understand where they were going with the show. It's just the best part of it was Emphas Nest, who was the girl from the Gorilla team. I think, and she was Emphas Nest.
I think she was good,
Solo.
But I still didn't like the villain. We didn't get enough of them to be good antagonists to the story. I wanted to see more of what was the issues, what happened during the blip, why is this all coming up now? And we didn't get enough of that. So unfortunately, Falcon and the Winter Soldier is my number 10. The one that I was actually debating is Hawkeye, but now I'm thinking maybe you're correct, and maybe I Am Groot is number 9.
At least just for me, but my number 9 is Falcon and the Winter Soldier.
Okay. Do you want to say why I Am Groot is your number 10?
It's super. It's not as passionate as I am with Winter Soldier, because at least with Winter Soldier we got some push of, we know Sam Wilson. We already knew Sam Wilson's gonna be Captain America, but it was a good setup for New World Order, which is the movie that we're gonna get. Yeah. I Am Groot it didn't push anything. It just gave us some great moments with Groot.
I'll tell you my thoughts.
That was my 10.
I think this list is gonna change after the upcoming movies. After a few of the Phase 5 movies, and when we get a little more context, and then go back to these series, they will look different, they will feel different. The thing about I Am Groot is that I didn't expect it to rock my world. I expected it to be what it was. A humorous 3-minute scenes of Groot and just laughing and enjoy it. So
yeah,
I enjoy it for what it was, 100%.
Correct. I agree.
Okay, Chris, it's your turn. What's your number 8?
My number 8, and gosh, I'm trying to still put in my number 9 here. My number 8 was Hawkeye.
Oh, my turn.
I really wish
I'm putting Hawkeye as number 8. I was just before the stream. I was like, wait, is Falcon Winter Soldier or Hawkeye on my bottom? But I think Hawkeye I enjoyed more at the moment, at the time that we watched it. I enjoyed more than Falcon and the Winter Soldier.
Yeah, and it's one of those things where, man, I really want to appreciate Hawkeye, the actor, and also Haley Stanfield, which she is doing some amazing things with Hurricane, and she was in the Spider-Man that we love, and I really appreciate it, but it just seemed like we're getting a nice Christmas movie, if anything.
I enjoyed the cast. I enjoyed Kate Bishop. I enjoyed getting a little more about Hawkeye, and I enjoyed Yelena, and I enjoyed everything going on. I know a lot of people were disappointed with Kingpin and his portrayal, and that hurt a lot of people's enjoyment of the show. I'm not attached to that Kingpin, so I didn't have an opinion. But in general, I think it was like, overall, I think that Hawkeye wasn't as well rounded as everything else. I think it was they tried to do a little too much. They tried to bring in Echo. They tried to bring in Kingpin. They tried to bring in like a lot of different elements, which I hope in the future I'll be able to go back to this show and say, oh my God, this came into, like, there's so many things that we addressed in the future. But right now we're not there. But what do you guys think? Here live or watching on YouTube, let us know so far. What do you think of our bottom three? And what will your ranking be? What's your bottom? What's your number 10?
They did it again where, especially with Hawkeye, and thank goodness they did it in a show where they could expand this out and not a movie, but you had to unfortunately we had to introduce all of those characters for Daredevil Born Again, which is coming up.
Yes.
Especially Echo getting her own show, as well. Which this is beyond me. I'm not Kevin, and why we need an Echo show, I don't understand. Why we need an Agatha show, I don't understand. But the AI that is Kevin does, and so whatever.
As always, I'm excited to see what they bring. If it's gonna be fun, then great. I'm not as worried about the connections to the bigger universe as much as other people. I just want to see if they give me a series, give me a show that I will enjoy. And now the ranking starts to be very difficult for me. Like here, between 7 and 3, they are all interchangeable, pretty much.
Yeah.
Not necessarily interchangeable. I guess not. This is so difficult. What's my number 7? I really don't. Okay, I'm gonna put it on debate here. Okay, guys, we're gonna do this ranking while we are discussing this thing. I think 5, 6, and 7 have to be for me. Oh my God, this is tough.
Why? Okay, so let's do that. 5, 6, and 7. Not thinking of 1, 2, 3, and 4. 5 is your top choice. Out of all those 3, which one would you say? Your 5.
We're going straight to 5?
Well, or just just write it down. This is my 5, and don't tell us.
Okay.
And
I don't know.
Why would 6 beat out 7 to you? And then just give us your 7.
Wait. Actually, okay, guys. So all of these are very interchangeable, even up to 3. But I think at the moment, my gut is telling me that Miss Marvel is number 7. As much as I enjoyed the show, I think they did a really poor job with the antagonists in that series.
Do you want to?
Yeah.
You want to guess what my number 7 is?
Miss Marvel. Is it? Okay, I do it.
Yeah, it's so.
Oh my God.
It's so
I just had that feeling. I had that vibe, and I was like, okay, it has to be Miss Marvel.
I want to see. I bet we got 5 and 6 the same as well.
I don't think so.
Miss Marvel is only my number 7 because of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6.
Okay, got it.
It
just needed a
simply
space
because I loved it. Yeah, and I needed to put it somewhere. It's higher than 8, 9, and 10.
Okay.
And I appreciated what Miss Marvel did, but I just... It's once again, it's a show leading up to the movie, and I don't know if it really got as much justice as it should have. But we'll see. The whole family's in Miss Marvel is going to be in Captain Marvel, which is awesome.
I think
and
the
I'm
best
hoping
thing,
they get a season 2, but yeah.
The best thing about the show was Kamala's Khan, a family and friends. Like, I want to see more of them.
Yeah.
In other other things, I want to see more of them, and maybe get a little bit of an explanation of why she's a mutant, but also a Clinvorian, whatever it's called, and also that, like, how does her power work and why? Like, why is she powerful because she's a mutant? Is she powerful because she comes from this, like, she's a half human, half whatever dimension she comes from person?
Jin. Yeah.
Jin. Half Jin.
Mm-hmm. That's interesting. Yeah, that'd be nice to know if they could explore that. Why exactly? Because for Bruno to drop that little nugget of, you're different from your family. Well, how are you just going to leave us with that at the last episode of the season, you know? It'd be nice.
Okay. Chris, I think it's your time to say your number 6. Because
my number 6.
I don't have a 6 right now.
I love what they did with this show. When Kevin Feige talked about it, it was exciting to have her back, in this role. I love Paul Bettany, but WandaVision is my number 6.
What?
It explored grief so well and all these things, but.
Okay, Chris.
From my 1, 2, 3, and 4, and 5, it's unfortunately my 6.
This is our biggest difference. WandaVision is my number 1.
Wow!
Yes!
Oh my gosh. Our friendship is in jeopardy. Oh no. You're breaking my heart, Yale. I can't wait to hear.
I don't think this is going to break us. I don't think this is going to break us. Because my explanation is mostly because of my week-to-week enjoyment of it, and it being the first thing that we got after COVID, and I think that added to it, but also the journey that Wanda goes through and the grief.
I agree.
And there is something about that show that just grabbed me. And
I agree.
My number 1 and number 2 were very, very, very close, and I debated and went back and forth, and I'm pretty sure my number 2 is your number 1. But I am.
You know so well.
I do. But at the end of the day, my week-to-week enjoyment of WandaVision and the discussions and like figuring everything out, and I know that people had such high expectations that actually made me laugh at the end. Like, I laughed at the whole like Mephisto and like all of those things that people were thinking. Like,
yes.
I didn't feel as betrayed about the whole what's it called? Boner? What the whole
oh my gosh.
The whole boner.
I was betrayed.
I know you were betrayed and other people felt betrayed, but I just took it as what it was. I take things really
what was
easily.
It? Yeah.
It's
they didn't want to pursue the X-Men route, and so they gave us this little MacGuffin.
I hope we will get more answers for that in the future. But I think that it was just a twist. I enjoyed it. It was like there was so much discussion and so much fun, and it felt like it used to be when people talked about shows, like when you had a show from week to week. It felt like back in the day that everybody was following the same show and talking about it, and it's just something about it. So that's why when we get to number 1, WandaVision is my number 1.
WandaVision is my 6, just because there's other things that I appreciated more in the shows that are my 1 through 5s.
Okay, so
what? Yale, you're 6.
Yeah.
I thought you wrote it down.
I didn't. I did not. I just went with my gut about number 7 when it was Marvel. But now,
guys, we're gonna have a post-show meeting, and Yale is just gonna chew me out because she's so stressed from this. Do not put me in this position again.
Okay, chat. I need your help, guys. No, I don't know. Wait.
Out of the 2,
no,
you can't figure out which.
Now it's 6, 4, and 5. 6, 5, and 4.
Oh, okay.
Okay. What if Moon Knight and Werewolf by Night are my next 3? I just don't know how to order them.
Okay.
And I think no, actually that cannot make sense. She-Hulk is not a number 3. This is stressing me out. I guess it has to be What If. What If is number 6.
Ooh.
What If is number 6? Yes. Dang. And I will tell you why after you tell me your number 6. Oh, you told us my number 6.
Was WandaVision.
Okay.
You blocked it out of your memory because
I did. Okay, guys. What if
What if? Guys, what if?
Okay, I loved it.
What if
I enjoyed it so much, and it's number 6, and I also enjoyed all the other shows below number 6, but I think that What If has to be here because it didn't connect as much as I wanted to the Doctor Strange. It didn't connect to the multiverse. It gave us a taste of the multiverse, but not exactly our multiverse. Some of the episodes were better than the others. Like, some of the episodes are masterpieces. But like the Thor Ragnarok, the Thor party pooper episode was okay. I enjoyed the ending.
Okay.
I enjoyed the ending. Now that I'm thinking of it, no, What If is higher?
Oh man, guys, when we reveal all of our rankings, take a screenshot, move them around, throw them in our Discord so we can see, and we can talk about it more in our Discords because, I mean, I'm gonna leave my explanation for What If for when it hits the rank on my side. I appreciate what you're saying about it, but
wait. I think
I'm not going to try to convince you to move it.
No, but I'm convincing myself to move it because I'm trying to figure. Did I enjoy it more? The thing is that I enjoyed She-Hulk, but I understand the flaws that people see in it, so I don't know how high I want it to be. I'm trying to remember how much I enjoyed Moon Knight, and maybe just because I'm trying to remember, it should be number 6.
Moon Knight's gonna be your number 6?
No, I don't know. I don't know. Okay, let's do this. What if moves to 5, and then number 6 is Werewolf by Night was so good. I'm
gonna spoiler alert, chats, both of our chats. If you listen to our podcast on Spotify, Apple, or wherever you listen to our podcast, none of this is being edited because I am not editing it. You're just gonna get the raw, uncut.
Do you want me to edit? I can edit it.
No. I love it.
Guys, this is so tough. I kind of want to know Chris's so I can align, but I that's not how this works.
You want to know my 5? I'll give you my 5.
Okay, give you just your 5.
This is technically not a show, yes, but how we were introduced to it and how it's labeled on Marvel's official DisneyPlus website, Werewolf by Night is a Marvel show.
Okay,
and
great.
That is my number 5 spot.
Great. So you made me feel better.
Amazing job with that role.
You made me feel better about it being my number 6.
And I'm only putting it at 5 once again because it's one of those things where 1 through 4 beat it out.
Okay. So the thing is that Werewolf by Night I really enjoyed, but it felt to me like a different experience. Like, it's not a series. We didn't go in depth. It was an enjoyable special. And I think that everything else that we have left is took us on a journey. And I will, I kind of want it. I want to put that up there. Yeah. Okay. So now you have my 6 and 5. So we have yours 6, right? 6 was WandaVision. 5 was Werewolf by Night.
And the director, Michael Giacchino, only makes, he strictly made soundtracks for movies.
Yeah.
Was given this opportunity to direct this movie and did a phenomenal job.
Amazing job.
Gave us a beginning, end, and a finish with it. I don't know how it fits into the MCU, but if it's just a Halloween special that we got, I appreciate it for what it's worth. The bar was 100%. Set low, just like we're getting with any of those shows. And it did an amazing job.
Okay, so I think now it's easier for me. I can, from here on out, I can read my 4, 3, 2, and 1.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay.
I know
cool.
my. Okay, number 4, She-Hulk.
Okay. Cool.
What is your number 4? And then we can discuss.
My number 4 is Moon Knight.
Ooh, okay, we flipped.
Yeah.
I'm assuming we
And-
flipped.
Well, I think so.
We'll see. We'll see.
Moon Knight did a great job. I just as skeptic as I was when I was in high school. Heath Ledger taking on the role. No, this was probably in college. Taking on the role of Joker. I was like, why is this goofball gonna be the Joker? I just saw him in 10 Things I Hate About You, and if that's the guy that we're getting as Joker, and Heath Ledger, rest in peace. You're an amazing actor that got that role and did so well with it. Oscar Isaac, the same work ethic that he put into that role to understand why he was doing that. I was like, why are they getting a British guy? You weren't getting only a British guy with Moon Knight. And it was amazing how Oscar took all 3 roles, spoiler alert, and did them so well.
So those are my reasons for why Moon Knight is number 3. And the reasons for why She-Hulk is just a little lower is specifically because of the roller coasters of the ups and downs. Like, there were a lot of in She-Hulk, there's just a lot of different tones. In a lot of, like, every episode, you didn't know what you're gonna get and if it's gonna be good or not, or what's gonna happen. I enjoyed the ride. I want to see where this ride is gonna take us in the future and how it connects. And for me, Moon Knight was more of like, I don't need to see him more in order to understand this character. But with She-Hulk, I want to see more of her and her friends in different places in the universe now, especially that she does the wall breaking, the 4th wall breaking. I want to see how that works in other movies and like Avenger movies, or if she drops by in different places. I want to see her interact with other heroes other than Daredevil, and I wish she will be part of Daredevil, even for an episode or 2. Like, I want to see more of the character, not necessarily of her show, but I want to see more of the characters from the show. Nikki, oh my God, the friend, the lawyer friend, the guy, Pug.
The guy, yeah.
Nikki.
Pug, that's right.
And even Titania, I want to see them in different places showing up. Emil Blonsky.
They really jumped the shark on that last episode.
Yeah, and Emil Blonsky. Like, there's a lot going on, and I want to see it. And that's the only reason why She-Hulk is below for me than Moon Knight, because Moon Knight for me was like an experience of a different character that I had no idea of. That is a completely different place in the universe of Marvel. We started to talk about Egyptian gods and like mental health, and there's a lot going on, and that's why Moon Knight is number 3.
Yeah. And even my chat was saying, Pineapple said that Ethan Hawke did a great job as a villain, and he did. He wasn't like a maniacal villain. He had tunnel vision on his own path in what he wanted to do. And so some may think that he wasn't actually a villain in the show, but he did a great job on being as Ethan Hawke as a villain.
I think he did an amazing job to also be very logical. Like, people like,
yes,
it's kind of like,
that's what did it so well.
It reminds me of Zahir from The Legend of Korra, that you understand his ideas and motivations, but he just takes it too far. But you understand. You can see his point of view. And that's why Moon Knight is number 3. Yes. But now I'm pretty sure I know you're number 2. I know you're number... No, I actually don't. Wait. Now I need to think. What's your number 2? Oh, What If? Oh my God. What If is your number 2?
Did I give you my number 3?
Oh, okay. So maybe number 3.
She-Hulk is my number 3.
Okay, that's what I thought.
You guessed it.
That was my guess. I knew. I kind of had a feeling.
I think we both appreciated it. We have been live tweeting each other and talking about it on Discord.
That's true.
We appreciated Tatiana
Oh my
Maslany
God.
in the role that she was given in She-Hulk. But gosh, I feel like I don't know if the pandering to the incels and all those the haters, what pretty much made the show. I didn't know if it needed to go that direction fully. Like it went full throttle towards that goal. Like, okay, we hate you guys so much because of what you're doing to our show and what you're doing to the sphere of our show that we're just gonna put you on blast.
But the amazing thing
I think
is
it
that
leaned into it too hard.
the amazing thing is that it was written like 3 years ago, before COVID. And they just knew what the audience is gonna say and do, so it's hilarious. It might.
Well, I bet there was rewrites. I bet there was rewrites, but yeah.
Okay, if you say so. I don't think so. How would it? Okay, there's
reshoots. They could do reshoots. You never know.
I guess. Okay.
you seem so let down by that idea. Oh,
no, I wanna believe that they saw the future and that they knew what's gonna happen.
They pulled the Simpsons.
They pulled the Simpsons. Yeah, okay, so you guys already know my number one. WandaVision. 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 And I know my number two is your number one. Because it has to be. It has to be. Guys.
You don't know.
Loki.
I could not have mentioned it at all.
It's Loki.
Loki is my number one. Tom Hiddleston just... And you might have some debates and questions on the Loki that fit into that timeline and the show, but gosh, I just thought, and having Owen Wilson playing a serious character like he did, well, I mean, it had some comedic value, but the whole story, and then finally getting Jonathan Majors, like we should, it was a great season, I thought. Cinematography in that was amazing. And my top shows, it's because of the cinematography. Moon Knight was amazing. Werewolf by Night, cinematography. WandaVision cinematography. Hawkeye also as well. Loki had the best.
I'll say this. WandaVision and Loki are kind of interchangeable to me. I only put WandaVision first, just mostly because of my week-to-week enjoyment and my the journey I took, and just something about it being the first show just hit me differently. But Loki was so good, and the cast is so good, and there's so many things that we don't know yet that when we look back, I'm sure Loki's gonna be the number one show. Something about everything that's going on with Kane and the multiverse, and there's just so much to come that is connected to Loki. And
especially to know that the director of season 1, she even said, I don't know if I can give a season 2 like I gave a season 1, so she stepped aside.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
I didn't hear that. I didn't hear about that.
The directors, or I think the showrunners that are doing season 2 are the same guys that did the Lego movie, I believe.
Okay.
I think it's them.
It was fun. And I enjoyed the Lego movie.
Fact check it.
Okay, guys.
I think just what we'll get from season 2 is going to be just as good.
Yeah. Guys, we made it to the end of our rankings. I'm going to take a screenshot and put it on Twitter, and we're going to see what you guys think. I'm sure you're going to tell me. And I would love to hear from you on YouTube, on Twitch, on Twitter, on Discord. What did you think of our rankings? Thank you for those who commented. If I didn't comment back, I read it. I just didn't want to break our ranking. But Ash, I see your ranking, and I don't agree, but I appreciate your thoughts about Miss Marvel and Falcon and the Winter Soldier needing to switch places.
Yeah.
So we're just gonna go. I'm gonna read my top 10. Chris is gonna read his just for us to have the audio, because some people will just listen to this. So
we'll add that chapter.
My number 1 is WandaVision. Number 2, Loki. Number 3, Moon Knight. Number 4, She-Hulk. Number 5, What If. Number 6, Werewolf by Night. Number 7, Miss Marvel. Number 8, Hawkeye. Number 9, I Am Groot. And number 10, Falcon and the Winter Soldier. And all this can change next month.
I feel like I should switch at least my 9 and 10 so it matches yours. Like, I mean, my 10, I Am Groot, 9, Falcon, 8, Hawkeye, 7, Miss Marvel, 6, WandaVision, Elizabeth Olsen, you did such a great job. 5, Werewolf by Night, 4, Oscar Isaac, I love you. 3, Tatiana, you're the best, and Captain America. And 2 is What If, Loki is number 1. Tom Hiddleston, you're amazing. I'm so glad that you're not passing off your mantle like Harry Cavill is to another person to do Loki, because you are Loki in the MCU, and that's my number 1 spot.
I wish I had such fabulous commentary on my rankings. I just went through the list.
I mean, just to think of the actors that are attached to this.
Oh my God, there's so much.
They're phenomenal. I mean,
amazing. The fact that we got Owen Wilson in the MCU.
That's true. And we haven't even talked about the breaking news of Harrison Ford joining the MCU. I mean, we totally missed that amazing piece of evidence.
Crazy.
On what's happening. And because your boy here forgot that the original General Thunderbolt is no longer with us. Rest in peace.
I told you last month.
Tell me that. You did. We did. And then it's just, that's it. I was today years old when I found out. But just to know that Harrison Ford is taking it over,
it's in good hands. Good hands.
It's in good hands, guys. Just when you think that these actors, who are they going to get to play these things? Man, they just deliver on who it's going to be, and it's amazing. Stop questioning and worrying about who the Fantastic Four first family is going to be. Kevin's got it under control.
Guys, I think this is it, right? This is what we're here for. Tonight, at least.
Yeah. We didn't have time to talk about some stuff that we've been watching on HBO Max.
Yes.
Apple TV never gets enough spotlight as much as we should, but we're going to talk about all those things next month.
I will give you some honorable mentions.
Go ahead.
Do you have your honorable mentions before we close off?
I will mention the one you mentioned, but in Apple TV, there's so much more in there. I'm a huge Apple fanboy, so I've watched most of it. But go ahead.
So I just started Severance this month. I'm 3 episodes in.
You just started it?
I just started it. I'm 3 episodes in, and we're going to talk about it next month when I finish the whole thing.
Yes.
And
I can't wait for a season 2 of that.
I also promised to finish Andor by then.
And that's a great thing. It's only 12 episodes. We're on 8. You have 4 more. You know, you're going to catch it up by next month. And it's just going to want you wanting more in a season 2, which that'll be the last. And that's the great thing. Know when you need to stop. Tony Gilroy said, I'm going to give you 2 seasons, and that's going to lead up to Rogue One. And that's what we need. And that's what we're getting. It's amazing.
Okay, guys.
Yeah, I love doing this with you.
I love doing this with you, too. We are having so much fun. I hope you guys will join us next month for episode 3 of You Gotta See This.